Welcome back, part 2 on the Chevy Impala video, where we finished off last time remaking this centre section, and I made clear we've still got these corners to do and all around here. And I'm not going to do any of it because we have our new member of staff with us now. Owen has joined us. This is day 1, so we're throwing him in at the deep end. We're filming him 20 minutes after he started work here, and giving a little bit of a challenge here for you, mate. So yeah, what are you doing first? Are you doing this or are you doing that? Or do you not know yet because it's only been 20 minutes?
Yeah, well, there is a little bit of that, but sort of plan was first to sort of just get in there, clean everything up and see what sort of steel I'm working with, how far it goes, etc., and then sort of formulate a game plan after that.
Because you're quite used to thin steel in your previous occupation.
Yes.
This is nice heavy tin, so
yes.
you can work with it quite a bit. So we're not going to load this intro up too much. We're going to let the poor lad settle in a little bit. We'll probably get the GoPro set up somewhere, just following the basic clean down and assessment. And we'll catch up with Owen a little bit later with where you're going, which bit you're doing first, and how you plan to do it.
Yeah,
cool.
Sounds good, sounds good.
I'll leave you to it, mate. Get the kettle on. Yep. Right, so you've had a bit of a chance, mate, to clean up.
Yeah.
And assess some of the nasties going on. And you've formulated a bit of a plan, so hit us with it.
So, going to get both these top corners cut out first, see what's actually going on behind it once all the metalwork's pulled away, see how bad the rust is, bits and pieces like that. And that gives me a template that I can fab the 2 corners to, and then start working my way from the inside, make those come out, get all this gapped up, and sort of try and clean this aperture up, ping this off of here. That will give us access to everything inside where I can't get the knot wheel to clean up at the moment.
Well, just as you were cleaning it up, you brought to my attention, because I haven't seen, that this is 2 sections. So you've got an upper and a lower. Yeah. And this is the lower, spot welded here to the upper on the quarter. So what we were kind of discussing was potentially just cutting off that vertical lip.
Yeah. So
you can see what's going on in this seam here. And if we're lucky, it looks pretty good at the minute. Most of the damage appears to be this roll.
Yes.
And then what you found on the back panel?
Just a few small gaps in a couple of places.
Well, a few. And the body filler, which everyone on this channel, not everyone, that's unfair. A lot of people hate body filler because it's bodging. In this instance, that's bodging.
Yeah.
Fillers for surface leveling, not filling in huge areas that are missing. So, yeah, I'll leave you to it, mate. We'll catch up in a little bit, but crack on. So you're focusing on this corner.
Yeah. This
corner.
Yeah.
And then moving on to the aperture.
Yeah, I want to get them 2 top corners done because they're not scaring me as much as what's going down here for the moment. So
sweet. We will leave you to it, mate.
Just do.
I'm quite enjoying this actually because I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just kind of standing, leaning and being a commentator. But we're going to... Owen's cracking through with this and he's doing it differently to how I would do it, which is great because it gives us something else to talk about. Nothing wrong at all in what you're doing, mate. But it's something different to comment on. You've cut out you've cut out quite a few of the rotten sections and you just sat down and I was going to accuse you of nodding off or being on your phone. But you've got the bits you've cut out in your hand there and you're just taking them up. So I'll let you explain. I know what you're doing, but...
It's the way I've always templated up panels. I found it's the easiest one because the tape sticks to it rather than trying to use paper or something and it moves all over the place and you've got magnets and all that. So all I'm doing is laying out the tape at the moment, just roughly over it, so I can cut round it with a blade afterwards, get my shapes and everything. And then I can Sharpie on all my swage lines from this side, and then I can just lay it over the top of the steel and go from there, really. I've got all my lines, centre punch my holes. There's any holes in there, but I can, if there's any back reverse curves, I can run a centre punch down it, which is what I normally do, to give me my curve on the back face of the steel so I can put it through the swager.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Which is a great way of doing it. And I just thought that's worth bringing up. And just, little bits, you've cut quite a few of the rock bits out, which means we're going to have a really quiet afternoon because you spent all morning cutting and grinding and you spent all afternoon in there making.
Yeah, that was the plan.
So that is obviously the rotten section from in there, which has come out in one piece, complete with all the hooks for the wiring loom. So same process with that, templating up.
Yep.
And as you just pointed out while Luke was fumbling around with the camera, the return there as well. Nice in one piece, make a nice easy template. So,
I know I lied actually, I do have to cut one more bit out.
And that piece should come out.
I'll cut that out as well. But
a little bit more noise and then an afternoon.
I'll get these ones done first.
An afternoon of Blue Petering.
Yeah.
If you're old enough to know what that is.
Yeah, just about.
Bo's shaking his head. Nice one, mate. We'll leave you to it and staying clean.
Cool. So, made this bottom piece here for the bottom of the rear glass section. Kind of fits in something a little like that. Needs a little bit of dressing up once it gets tacked in, but the bulk of it is kind of there. We've just done a test fit with the chrome trim up the top. It's all fitting pretty good. Like I say, a couple of minor adjustments once it's tacked up, but apart from that, pretty sweet. Wasn't too bad to make. Just a couple of swage lines, a couple of tipped edges, a little bit of shrink around here just to give it a bit more of that profile curve around the top of it. Yeah, not a bad one for my first one. So, just a little update on this one. Just made this section here, which slots underneath this panel here and sort of fits up. I don't kind of know how well you can see that from this angle. It kind of sits in there, something a little like that. Just so that then this panel that we spoke about earlier, that can go over the top of this. I can get all of this corner sort of welded in one piece. Got my chrome trim up here just to make sure everything's in the right spot. And yeah, see it on the GoPro in a minute of everything getting done. And then it's onto that side. I've got the start of the aperture frame sort of made up. It's over in the fab area. And again, I'll make up another one of these for the other side. Hopefully get all the windscreen aperture all in, everything's cushed in.
Hot and bothered and drawing a close to this video. This has mainly been an introduction to Owen, who you will see a lot more of, because man, we've got some metalwork for you, mate.
I've heard.
This is kind of a good stop point now, because you've got both these corners done, and a lovely job it is too. And I've seen, obviously we've got a load of GoPro footage, and you've been trial fitting the screen trim all the way through and this panel as well.
Yeah.
So I'm confident, I know you're confident, that that's just going to fall into place.
Yeah. Yeah, once these back sections down here are made and a little bit of the edging along that bottom side where it all...
So this section is next section.
Yeah, that's going to be the next section done.
And
that carries up onto the side piece as well there, where it's all rotten through, because nothing's going to stick to that.
no, it's not. And then you've still got these inner corner pieces to do, and just re-edge the boot aperture, just.
Yeah, that's the bottom of it's a bit more than an edge, but...
You coming back next week?
Yeah, I think so.
Good, we haven't scared you off just yet. So, as I say, this was an introduction to Owen joining the team, progress on this, and there'll be plenty more coming. We'll carry on, we'll make a part 3 out of this video, because it's also got to go into bare metal yet as well. It will leave us in epoxy only, but we'll see what's unearthed when we take all this paint off. But for now, we're going to call time on that. And I know I keep saying it, but we are now booked. Today's Thursday. This coming Tuesday, we are with Dan at Empire Precision Panel Craft, and we will get this Porsche video done. So that will be the next video you see. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, like the video, please, and we'll catch up with you next week.